see this. So week 14, next week, as I say in other courses, next week is the last week of the semester. Next Tuesday is 18, April 18 is the last class we will have in this integrated marketing communication class. And today, we're going to go back again for the ones that need to see the activities that we have left, but we did it last class. So actually, we explained all the activities until now. And if you complete everything, that means that you don't have to do nothing else. Next week, April 21st, the system closed. That means the system usually don't allow you to send anything. For example, completing activities, things like that. The system is closed. So move as fast as possible with every single course in every single class that you are taking now. Please, in order to have the best results possible in every course, because we tell me, Annie.
I'm sorry. So all the
Sorry.
assignments must be done before next week on a Friday, right?
Exactly. Everything must be done. Try to have everything ready. Let's say today is 11. Don't wait until 21. At least 20. April 20. The latest. So you don't have to stress if the system closed or something, you know. And yes, April 21st officially is the last day of the semester. So next week, usually your teachers will give you the final class, final test, everything. We did final tests last week together, so you don't have to think on that. Majority of you did it, but I'm gonna go back for the ones that need today. Once we are done and I'm let you go, I'm gonna go back. If somebody needs to go to any past activity past week, we will go and explain so everybody have successful, everybody pass, and everybody is taken care. But yes, 21st last day, which is Friday. I see you, Flavia. So yes, we were talking about this, that the semester is over.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it. I'm telling that next 21 December, April 21st is the last day, and the system closed.
Okay.
And you don't have to worry about studying until August.
Okay.
7.
Professor, I want to talk about financial things. Who can I try to talk?
Okay. Yes, tomorrow you can send me message. I can connect you with them
Okay.
for all of this. Talking about financial questions, next week is the early registration
Yeah,
day.
that's why I want to talk to
And they usually the school request the full payment for the early registration. So it's around 2,700. So they request, but they have a discount. I think it's $100 less. And then, yeah. But if you don't register next week, it's not a problem because we will have the regular registration too soon.
Okay.
Not now, but soon. And you will see in your system next week, the Populi will activate you the registration. It will be able, so everybody can do it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, send me a message if you want to speak with somebody.
Oh, yeah, I would like to speak to someone, and yeah. Later I can talk to you, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So I put here in case that somebody needs something because this is the last week practically. So I'm gonna leave you my cell phone in case that somebody needs something from the school or something or is in panic for some reason. My cell phone is on the chat, and I prefer WhatsApp. It's easy for me. You can text me in WhatsApp if you want, or regular, and it doesn't matter. But I put it there. So let's go with this today. Today is all about metrics. That's what we're going to speak. It's the final content for this. If I am not, I'm using my memory. So it's the final. I will be here in for next class. I will be here in this at the same time. But every single campaign or every single effort that we make in marketing, we can measure, we can detect the results. So that's what we will speak about today. The traditional way, talking directly with the customer, for example, focus group, obtaining information about their perspectives. But it's not the only way we can know about how effective is a campaign. We can also use the science. We can use the scientific advance that we have right now. And I will show you something here on the screen regarding neuroscience. It's something simple, but it's an idea because this is a resource we can use. It's a technology that needs to be purchased or that we need to request from how I can say, from a outsourcing resource. For example, if we need it, we can do that. There are companies specialized on that. So this is an entrepreneur idea also. Testing the advertising as in research area. Okay, so this is something else we can do to measure the effectiveness of the marketing effort. Also, the most common now and the most simple way is with monitoring the online campaigns. Actually, this is easy way that we can see, you and me in real life, the results of our campaigns. Every single campaign that we use the internet, we can measure that. We can register the clicks, we can register the interaction, we can register how many customers use the QR code, how many customers redeem the coupons. You know, because you are a customer too and you receive coupons in your phone. So once you go to any store and use it, there is a way they got you. They got your response and they can see in real time, in real life, for example, how it's performing certain campaign, how it's performing certain promotional activities, coupons, etc., discounts that you and me receive all the time. So this is in the same way we use it as customers. As consumers, we can also measure everything as marketing professional, administrators, managers, business owners, etc., etc. So I will show you my example, like I always try to do that, but I did it in other courses, but I will do it again so you can see how I measure my campaigns real quick. It's not gonna take you too much. And then I'm going to show you some information here. But before we do all of this, I want to make sure that everybody is set up with the activities. So I'm just going to, I think I will like do a short brief just to make sure everybody is on the same page. Just to take 1 minute with that. So I'm going to share my screen with you first. If somebody want to say something, interrupt anytime, feel free, put it on the chat. Everything you want to say, one word is okay. More than one is fine. Whatever you want to say is welcome and is valuable. And so please don't be shy. Don't be shy. So let me show you something here. My courses. Let me show you here. The thing is stuck. So, okay. We are in this one here. So let me, you know that I'm sharing all the courses here in the bulletin board. You have the classes recorded, plus in lesson, you have it. But I'm gonna go quickly to this part. You know, if you quick in final exam, there is nothing there, no panic, nothing is empty. I know, but if you go to the 14, it's the last activity that we'll do. Actually, I have to delete this so I don't make you confused. I'm gonna talk about this now, 1 second. This is the final exam that we already did. 79% of you did it. I'm sharing my screen, I think, yes. So everybody can see that I still need some responses and the computer will give you your grades immediately, so you don't need to wait for me for this. But make sure we also did the activity 13 and 12, okay? I did all of that last class, but just to make sure. So if you go to assignment, remember, make sure that we did activity 13, you see, reflection 4, activity 13, assignment 3, activity 12, and you will be done. That's all I have, I wanted to tell you. You see these blue dots? That means I have assignment. I have to check all your responses. So once you see this blue dot, means that I mean, you don't see it because it's not in your, you don't see in your Populi, you see in this screen, but that means that I'm gonna take care of all the answers that you're sending. So have me patient. Okay, so and I have been checking every day, but I still have more coming all the time, so that's why. So make sure that we complete all the activities 1, 2, 3 until 14. Okay, that's important to tell you. Plus this special here that is reflection 2, assignment 1, assignment 2, reflection 1. So once this is done, and the activity 1, that was the midterm that we did together. So once you have all of this, see the punctuation of these. So some of them are more heavy than others. So once you take care of that, you will be free like a bird of this class. Somebody want to say something?
Yes, Professor. Actually, these reflections I put on, not discussion. Oh my God, let me see here the name. I forgot. I'm tired today. Sorry, Professor. On comments.
No?
On comments.
Okay, this okay. In comments, I can see. No worry.
Okay.
Yes, I can see. If you put, some of you, any of you, put something in comment, I can see it, and it's no big deal. I'm going to check yours later in a few minutes, so you are relaxed that I have it. But don't worry, it's there. If you put in comment, it's there. Don't worry.
Okay,
So,
Professor, thank you.
you know, you're welcome. So, wait a second. Stop presenting. Before I keep going, I just wanted to take care of something else real quick. Okay, present now. And before I keep going, you can see in some assignment you have 0. Some of you, don't panic. That means I'm just waiting for your assignment. So once I get it, don't worry, it's gonna change. So some of you have 0 because I don't have it yet. Actually, in almost everything, I almost verify everything. It's just that I receive more, but until last week, if I'm not mistaken, I verify every single assignment. So that's it. See, if you have 0, means, hey, I'm waiting. So don't forget to send me the activity. And also, I have here on my list, I'm going to highlight these names because they are doing amazing work and they have the highest amount of grades here in the class. I have a lot of students with good grades, but I will highlight Roberta Parecida in this class because she's doing awesome and she have 100. I also have Kusbu Kumari Patel with 100. So congratulations for them. And Almas has 9 round. Honey, congratulations for Almas too, with her 100. 3 of them I mentioned. If I didn't mention in my 100 thing, it doesn't mean that you cannot be in this 100 thing. That means that those 3 persons until today, they are in this level in this class. All of you are marvelous, and I know that. It doesn't mean that you are not. Just I have this community here with these grades, and I wanted to highlight their effort. In addition to that, I wanted to highlight the effort of Carolini Campos Resende. She's almost with the 100. And I also have here Nancy Violeta, Farzana Amin, Kang Mohammad Arif, Amida Aziz. They have amazing grades too, with Nadia Luisa Dacuña too, and Mohamed Al Mamoun. I also have, yes, and Rosane Silva. They are almost high.
I'm here.
Hi, congratulations. Yes, I also have more people here. I just mentioned those names because those are the highest at this time, 6:47 now. I hear another voice. I think that was Richard.
Yes, teacher. Can you check my assignment 3 later, because I have 0, but I made it.
Okay. Okay. If that means I'm gonna check, don't worry. I will fix. I will fix. Don't worry. But remind me in a few minutes because I will make sure. I will make sure this. Okay. Okay. So yes. And you have good grades, Richard. I saw it. It's just I mentioned some here. Okay, some superstars in this until today. So my respects for all of you, because I know it's not easy to do all of these efforts that you have to do, and this is valuable. So let's go with this. If you have comments, something, complaints, you have my cell phone, comments, question, whatever you want. So what I will explain today is in the lesson 14. I'm going to share my screen again. Just was protecting the confidentiality. Admit. So your entire screen now. I'm going to share it now to explain you something. Okay, if you want to say, make comments anytime, feel free to say it. Okay, so here, again, I repeat, my ones that I didn't mention, they are keep working on their grades, and I will be checking. So no stress. Here I was talking about the neuroscience equipment. You remember I mentioned this when we start. This is an example. So how we can monitor, there are more advanced than that, okay? But this is a way that we can monitor the results of our campaigns. And how this works, Bielka? Okay, so here you have eye tracking example in the screen. I'm showing my screen. I'm sure I am. Yes, no? I think I am, yes. Yes. So what I was showing you here, eye tracking example, look at this. If you pay attention to the first image, it's the image of a baby, and you can see how the eyes of the customers reach this image. Why we do this kind of approach? Why we have to do this kind of research? Because with this kind of research in the marketing area, we can do better job. We can perform better advertising pieces if we know what are the elements that our customers are paying more attention and what elements impacts them in certain way. That's the reason of the neuroscience in this advertising area. So here you see the impact of the eye tracking. Look at this campaign in the below. You can see the model looking straight ahead. It makes different impact in the product when this happens here. Model looking at the product. So if you have a campaign with the model looking at the product, see how the customer stays and what kind of attention they put to the elements of the campaign, because they are, you can see here in the red area, that the product is being more noticeable in the message. So it's with this evidence looks that is making more impact in the product. So the effort that we are doing is, let's say, worth it more for in the customer mind. Based on this image, there are many things involved. What about the positioning of the product in the mind of the customer? What about the opinion of the customer about the product? We don't have this data right now, but what we have in our screen is that shows that the customer is putting more attention when the way that they communicating in the way the model is set up. So something good to know. So here the eyes, look at the eyes here and here, and then he is here looking at the product and the difference in the red area. I don't know what you think about that, but this is an evidence that we can find using this kind of resources that the neuroscience provide to us. So that's something I wanted to share, talking about the images and things like that. And talking about images, you know, we are fans here of the practice, how the things work in the real life and how to make it happen and how we can use the tools in our favor. And this is something I talk to you all the time, I know, is Meta Business Suite. From Facebook. This is a tool for business, free tool that provides, is connected usually with your personal Facebook. So your personal, once you have a personal Facebook account, this one is the one that is needed to create the Meta Business Suite. With Meta Business Suite, you can monitor the statistics for all your platforms, all your products or service that you are monitoring, that you are in, that are in your charge, right? That are in your possession. Let's call it this way. So, of course, in this case, you can see there is an investment involved. I show you this several times, I know, but here. So we can see this one was rejected for some reason, but you can see there is an investment involved in all the campaigns. If there is no investment involved, you can see anyway. If you don't invest nothing, you can see the results of your campaign. How? It's so simple. As soon as you have a professional, as soon as you have social media, let's say it this way, as soon as you have any social media, you can see the statistics of your social media. But if you transform this or if you change the social media to professional, which is one click, you don't have to invest in nothing special. It's just a button that you will see in setting. You go to setting, and at the end is something that says professional or individual. You click professional, and your account is magically professional. And you can monitor these statistics. So what I'm showing to you right now is how I manage my statistics for my ads. Okay, you can see. If you have comments, I always ask you this the same, and you usually tell me advice. For example, you can see here, reach, how many people we got. Okay, remember, we're going to speak about this, but reach, how many people we got. So you see, I got 39 messages with just $30 I invest in this campaign. That was April 3rd. This month, April 3rd. So actually, I think it's still running. Yeah, the campaign is completed. So you see, I have to invest more. So look at this, but it gave me 39 messages. That means 39 customers ask me, future possible customers ask me for prices or for information or for something else. So what is my job now as marketer? Engage with this customer and get them, right? That's my job. So the second, you can see this was a model, something we did with the actress. This actress have, in my country, like we have in our countries, these little Oscar like Oscar here, but it's over in my country. So this actress won, this kind of awards. So we have a campaign. But look at this. This is always happen with actors, every single personality that you use. They do not engage with the customer like this. You see here, 39 messages. And here, how many messages I got? 7. What is your conclusion on that? What you can tell me? Give me advice. What you can say? What is your observation? Most important. What make you think this? Think about this. This is an actress known in the country, right? I got 7 messages. Here with a picture with nothing. Piece of hand. I got 39 messages. And I invest more in this campaign. Look at here, $48. And I invest 30 in this one. What is your opinion on that? What you have for me? Give me
Your
something.
customers prefer see the details of the jewelry, and because I think I can't see very well, but I think this picture you see better the jewelry that you have 39. You can see the details.
Yes.
And maybe your customers prefer to check the details of the product that you're selling.
Exactly. Here you go. Yes, thank you. That was Flavia. Thank you, Flavia. Yes, and thank you so much. So what else? What about this? Look at this. This one, just 5 messages, 14 here. And I got, yes, the same, almost the same amount, 40 and 35. And look what I got, 26 messages with this one. So this product generates more interest in the customer than the one in the top. You see? So those are, I am showing all of this real example, real life. Those happening now. You see April and March. So you can see some data and you can, see with your own eyes what happened. So look at this. Those ones were so successful in my opinion, but tell me, what do you think? This one with 37 messages and 35 and etc., etc. If I keep going, well, I keep going. For some of you have seen, I showed it before, but yeah, all of this is it's the what I have been doing with these campaigns. But this one is rejected. That was, I don't know why. I have to check, but something wrong I did, right? But yeah, and this is so that's the way you can see. I actually, and my job here is to answer quickly. So you won't see any statistic about sales here or stuff like that. Why? Because I put some of these sales will be on the in person. So that's why you don't see something here that I mark different. It's just conversation. So when these conversations are done, I can do this sale in person usually, just to let you know. But it depends on every business, right? It depends. But here you will see the engagement, at the end, how many people interested in our advertising, clicking, etc. So you can see, for example, woman, men, unknown, placement, location, all of this kind of data. You can have it so easy with your online platform. So this is another topic that we have to speak today, but I wanted to show you the example so you can see the, how it works. Okay, but all of you have access to this kind of statistic as soon as you put your professional you can see, actually, even if you have individual, you can see what is the most engaging. I don't remember this part, I forgot, but as soon as you put it professional, you can see a lot of information. So my advice is do it. It's not cost you anything. So here you see my success is on Instagram, no in Facebook for my product, right? It depends the product that we are. But yeah, just to give you a short perspective of this, let's go here. So now the topic can make more sense for you because you see evaluation metrics in the real life example. So that's what I was showing you, the evaluation metrics, the respondent, how many people engage with that. So I was telling you when we start that there are several methods to follow up your campaigns, the results, like the one I show you online, but also we have the famous focus group that you will see on the book a lot, right? More traditional. But now with the advance of the technology, you know that we have many ways to measure. Actually, if you notice when you are using, for example, Waze, I can tell you Waze, but you can give me more example. Waze ask you if you have seen campaigns of this product, this product, this product. This is all evaluation of the marketing metrics. I don't know if you have seen this in the past in your phone, in your computers, tablets, etc. All your device, when you are connected, you receive some surveys or question about campaigns. I don't know if you had it or if you receive phone call. Actually, I received phone calls from research company in just recently. So I don't know if you receive it. Tell me, or what is your experience on that? Here you see more information about message evaluation. For example, how we monitor the storyboards. What is the storyboard? The sequence of the advertising, like it's a comic. Think about the comics that we used to read when we were younger. I don't know if somebody like comics now, but it's the same. Comics, the storyboard is the example, right, of a commercial, the sequence. I don't know if somebody here is involved in advertising or I know I have students here that actually are engaged with the advertising for their projects, organization, business, etc. So, copy testing, what is that? We spoke about that before. Making sure the message that we communicate to the customer, testing the customer, testing what they feel when they see certain campaign. We can do online, we can do in person with them in the traditional focus group. Still exists. So, more information about that, how the messages that we communicate to the customer impact in, for example, the positioning of the product or service. That's what it's all about here. And we mentioned that the emotional reaction. What do you feel? What caused in you? We can know this again with online methods or traditional methods. And that's what I was mentioning, the neuroscience. You remember I showed you the pictures where evaluating eye tracking, right? So this is a way we can use the technology in our favor and understand what can give us results. What is explaining here in this part of the material is, for example, if we are speaking about customer in certain area, we need to recreate or to communicate the person that we are trying. For example, if I'm making I was telling you this also, I remember, but if I'm making a campaign for ladies which are mothers, right? And I'm using an image of young teenagers, is not related to the customer. Something important to think about when we're gonna measure the results of the campaign. We need to make sure we are communicating to the right customer. And that's the magic of the online tools. Like you can see, like Flavia was telling us, you can notice that your customer engage more with a piece of the jewelry instead to have a beautiful actress or a beautiful TV producer with your jewels. But what is the thing? I don't wanna leave them. I don't want to stop to use the famous people. Why? Because this gives to the customer confidence. Remember that it's 30-year-old business is gold, right? But we can create trust in the customer if they see a TV show star using the jewelry. Even if I just get 5 messages, okay. And if I put a model that is not the star or just a hand, a detail of the jewelry, like Flavia said, give me more customer for sure, and more profitable for the investment, right? But again, I earn, like you're gonna see this in the material, it's long lasting. It's a long lasting investment that you do when you invest in advertising in some of the cases. Okay, so that's what. Here you see on the screen, for example, is mentioning that if we are performing a campaign for community from Asia, in this case, we have to, use the models or the persons that represent. That's all what it means. Online evaluation metric, you saw that I show you the example, like in real time example, so you can see, for example, how the investment, the results I got, reach messages that I got. So now, as soon as I keep going in the process, how many of these customers that I engage, I get 10%, around 10% of this customer. Okay, so that I got interested and I visit and I sell. Okay, so more information about the cluster. No, that was not. This is no cluster. This is charter. So, but yeah, here what you see it's companies that serve. You will find providers of a statistic that we can use as marketer. For example, buying research that is already developed. Some companies are focused, for example, Nielsen, AC Nielsen is famous advertising, right? They create reports that we can buy. It's data is already developed. Behavioral evaluation, it's how the products impact in the way the customer do the thing, the behavior, how they do the things, right? Another way to find the results to obtain, to measure, my favorite is the sales. Of course, we need to know the sales amounts. Do you have information, or can you imagine? I don't know if you hear about this a lot of in the social media, the Barbie thing, a lot of campaigns with Barbie. Personalizing the Barbie with the persons, the humans. I don't know if you noticed this lately. I want to see how much of the sales of Barbie have increased lately, because that will be so awesome to see the Barbie sales 3 months ago and now. I don't know if you noticed, but there is a popular campaign running in everywhere with the Barbie thing for adults, like adults with this engaged with the doll. So I would love to see how is the sale. Did you notice that? Tell me if you notice. I just noticed. Maybe because I grow in this era of Barbie. That's what I pay attention. But yeah, so you know how amazing is how is the impact on sales of the efforts that we do. And I can see it with my own eyes every time I put in campaigns and I see what give me more results, what give me more sales for this one that I show you. Amazing, amazing. So we all have access to that in the online efforts that we do. But also remember the QR codes allow So it allows you to follow up all of that, promotions that you send through mobile marketing, all of these efforts that you make with the technology. It's a good way to see the results right away. So that's what we were is speaking here. Response rates. I was showing you in the screen on the online advert, the online campaigns, the response and redemption rates. What that means? If the customer, for example, here you can see on the screen, family movie night, say $5. So the customer that exchange, that use these coupons, that's how you and me as marketers, as administrators can know what are the results of the efforts we make. Okay, redemption. How many customer exchange it? How many people use it? How many people request the service? How many people call to the number that we provide in the flyer? Just to say something, right? So all of us, we have access to this kind of statistic. If we make efforts to communicate any kind of product, service, project, organization that we are working or that we are developing. Okay, so this is in general everything. Those are some of the concepts that we were mentioning, and that's in general the content for this week. Nothing else is too short. As you can see, look, I'm gonna show you because this is the end. If I'm not wrong, this is the end of the book. We study all the book in it was a huge almost
Congratulations, Professor.
no, congratulations to you. We always 500 pages, and that's the way we do. I do in all the class. I do the same. We study all the lesson one by one. And if we don't, if we don't have enough lesson, I like to update the content and put something like for these articles, things that you can use that are recent news that you can have some information. Like this content here is something that is not new from now, but it's something that with the time is getting better and better, the neuroscience, and it's something good that exists because as an administrator, tools that you can use to improve your companies. And what else I have? I have more stuff in my head, I think. But anyway, if you want to tell me something else, so I always amazed with how the neuroscience impact, because look at this, the change just in the way the model is looking, for me, is amazing. The interest that is generating in the advertising, very completely opposite. And this one is an example, right? And we can have all of these tools for us. Hi, teacher. This is a reminder about my reflection 3. I don't have a grade. Can you check, please? I think this is Richard. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording because we don't going to need more recording. Give me one moment. Just one moment. Stop recording.